You're recording. Oh my god.
Let me see. Aww, he's so cute, really.
Oh, filters everywhere. I love
All the
Snapchat.
filters.
I feel like you never get Asian. We need to get Asian food today.
I actually love Asian food from the mall. It's like Chinese, Asian crappy food from the mall. Yeah, I always want it, but I never feel comfortable getting
Here?
it anywhere. Like,
You sing in public places.
I don't like eating alone, and normally nobody will just like go to the mall and just get the Chinese or Asian food. You know?
They just like awkward eating out here.
Of course, yeah. I feel like people are staring at me, and it's uncomfortable, especially because like I'm like bigger, and like they assume that I'm just gonna be eating all the crappy shit. Like,
That shouldn't make them uncomfortable.
it does. It really shouldn't. You're right, but it does. Unfortunately.
Not saying that you can't be uncomfortable.
No, that's fine. But
So you feel like because you're bigger, like people like stare at you while you eat and whatnot?
kind of. I think it's also like sad to see like the big girl eating alone. You know what I mean?
I think people like pity the big girl eating
Yeah,
more
sort of.
than the average
But
girl.
I can feel the stares and feel the judgment, or it's all made up in my head. I don't.
No, like even in movies, they always like play the sad music whenever like
Yeah,
you know,
like the sad girl,
Yeah.
or like the sad girl goes to get
or
ice
they
cream
make it
with
seem like she's sad and lonely because she's a bigger girl.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's relatable. Yeah, and I don't want to come across like that.
I mean, what's relatable about it? Like, do you feel that way?
It's a good question, actually. I just think that like I'm very. I feel like I'm very viewed differently. All my life, I've been like bigger, more plus size. I mean, I've only recently adopted the term plus size. To me, everyone is like assuming I was fat, and like that is just like a very bad term for like plus size people.
Yeah.
And when you internalize that like negative words and like negative like you perceive yourself as big, and when you perceive yourself as big, you try your best, like you try all your life to just be as small as possible. And that means that you're not going to take up a lot of room. Like you want to not take up so much room in your life.
Right.
That's how like eating disorders start.
Yeah, yeah. Even it may not look like that, but like even plus size people, like binge eating is a disorder. People want to assume disorder would just be too skinny, but when you're like people, plus size people can be like binging and purging, but no one assumes that it's within them, and also they kind of say, oh look, you're losing weight, like you know what I mean? Oh, you look better because you're losing weight, but really it's really dark behind the shadows. Like you're binging and purging. So I just think it's not. Plus, size people have internalized all that, and it's just really not good.
It's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
I think it's like a lot of like social constructs
Yeah.
been built around like just like movies in general, and like
Mm.
just even being colored. I feel like you've gone through a lot just for being colored.
Most
bet.
definitely. Like, even like when I'm at work, I'm expecting when an angry customer comes through the door, she's gonna call me the N-word. Like, I'm just
Are you
expecting.
serious?
Yeah, I mean, like, if
God.
she doesn't get her own way,
That's what you mean, like white customers and stuff like that.
typically, yeah. But sometimes it's like, it's white customers. I think what really upsets me though is like when black women come in
Mm.
and they shoplift,
Mm.
because then it makes the rest of us look bad. And it's just
And then the
like,
managers are like expecting colored people to steal, and it's
Or,
only
like,
you
It's like
guys.
you're not
Me.
even there. Like yeah.
or they expect me to go up and say like, hey, like oh,
Because you're
that's
black.
Yeah, it's like really.
They forget that you're there and they make the comments like, oh, that's awful.
Or they say, oh, I know it's not all colored people. And it's like, colored people. Okay.
The term colored people is not.
Yeah.
That's what gets
That's
it.
fucked up.
Why do you think this is like a thing? Like, does it come from like history? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, a lot of laws that are in place right now stem from like racism. So like, no loitering was really to get black people to not be out past a certain time. And if they were out past a certain time, then you could arrest them, put them back in jail, and pretty much like go through slavery all over again. Y'all need to watch the 13th. Watch the movie.
I've heard it was
13.
really good.
Mhm.
What's it about?
It's about how like the criminal justice system in America is akin to not racism, to slavery.
Oh God.
Yeah, and it's just like a more legal way for slavery to happen. Because if you notice, like most people that are incarcerated, it's like there are white people incarcerated, but there's like double, triple the amount of like black men incarcerated, and like other people of color incarcerated.
So do you feel like because you're colored, like you're like treated almost differently, or like you have to guard yourself more?
I mean, of course, like there's two stigmas. I'm colored and I'm a female.
Preach. Oh my God.
There is also a stigma of like always being like this cookie perfect like girl because you're a female, right?
Yeah, there is. And also,
Yeah.
like, I feel like I have to be like clean and cut and perfect, as if to make up for the fact that I am plus size in a way, just because like my looks aren't enough. And obviously, I failed to literally fit into clothes, fit into society and shit like that. So I feel like I have to make it up somehow. And it's like a horrible thing to internalize, but it's true.
Do you
So-
think that like affects like your dating life or like just love life in general?
I mean, yeah.
Do you think guys are gonna like
I think guys
you
are
because
less.
you're plus size?
Yeah, I don't think I have as many doors open to my for dating life. I think it's inherently it has proven to be very much difficult because you're not only it's not only because of you, but it's because of other people's perception of you. I don't think.
And they
many-
fetishize you.
They fetishize you. They
That
also
is a
fetishize
fetish,
colored people.
yeah.
I'm also Filipino, so I'm a person of color too. So it's like, and then when like the way that guys, there's always one term
Yeah.
that guys use called like, oh, I love your curves, and I'm like, I don't like. Apparently that's supposed to be like
A compliment?
a compliment. I remember the first time, oh, like you look good for like a curvy woman. I'm like, okay, like, am I
It's
supposed
like
to like?
you look good for X, Y, Z. It's like
Yeah.
you would never go up to
Here's this asterisk and like this condition. Oh, you look good.
you'd never go up to a white girl and say, "Oh, you look good for a blonde." It's like no, you
You
look
say that
good.
you look good as a woman.
Yeah.
Apparently that means to make the woman like being white or like and like being skinny. Like that's the norm. And like if you are anything but the norm, then you're kind of like hopeless. And I think that's how
Yeah.
I feel sometimes.
So it has affected you a lot. I can tell you.
I can honestly say that it's been pretty much the most effective part of my life being plus size and my dating life. I haven't met too many good guys. They all kind of just do the fetishization thing. They only want the one thing, and I'm not like that at all. I'm not going to just because it may be limited to me does not mean I'm about to like just jump on you at any
Of course.
chance. But I feel like guys expect that.
Do you feel like it's the same thing, like just because you're black?
Oh,
You get kind
yeah,
of
we
fetishized?
get called that we're freaks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, us and Latino women. But like, I think us more so because we're like the video vixens, like the rap videos.
The rap
So they
videos.
expect me to know how to twerk and shit.
Oh shit.
I ain't got no buns. I'm not twerking.
That's not you.
I also I'm small. Like I'm really small for a black girl. I don't know, because I don't have like the big lips. So I've had guys tell me like, "Hey, I can't feel your lips. How am I supposed to kiss you?" Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You've had people say that to you?
Yeah.
not good.
I was like,
Wow.
damn, now I know how Kylie Jenner feels.
Oh shit.
Oh man, that's insane! Wow. So you guys feel like just like social constructs are like affecting you guys in different ways, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you more because you're like plus size and female and of color,
Yeah.
and you because you're colored, you're smaller than the average black woman.
No.
Smell.
Small.
Man.
I get that.
That and I'm not fully black.
You're mixed.
Yeah.
What
So-
are you mixed with?
White. So I was born in England. My dad's side of the family's white. My mom's West Indian. So there's always
That's so
a
interesting.
that
So does your
clash.
white side accept you?
No.
They don't accept you?
They do to a certain degree. So my grandmother, she'll make small remarks like, "Oh, your hair looks so cute when it's straight." I'm like,
Because that's the standard of beauty
Mhm.
where she's from.
she's like, "It always looks so messy whenever your hair is like this." And I'm like, "Oh,
Mm.
hey, grandma,
Oh god.
appreciate it." Or like other black girls, they're always so. It's always like a weird interaction with them. Not all of them, but like sometimes we're not here, we don't see each other, and like I've actually been told by like black girls growing up that I'm not black enough or that I'm not black period.
Because you're mixed,
Yeah.
or because you have the same features as they do, like the lips, the
Well, because
nose.
I'm mixed and I don't act black, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it means. I'm 21, I don't know what it means. But yeah, I don't act black enough, so they kind of just like, I don't know. Let's all be one.
Let's all be one. Let's all accept each other. Stop
Just
trying to-
Pangea this.
Yeah, I'm just all trying to get along.
Do you have like the same kind of like issue, like being Filipino, like having very Filipino parents or family members?
I remember going to the Philippines when I was like 9, and I just met my tita, which is aunt, for the first time.
Mhm.
And one of the first things she said to me was like, "You should lose some weight, and when you come back, I want to see you like 20 pounds lighter." I haven't been back since.
told you that?
But that was like one of the first things that they said to me when I just met them. And like I remember that really clearly because like 21, of course I've like kept that with me. I've internalized all of that kind of stuff, and like it really has affected me. And I'm just like I feel like I was a letdown to my aunt that I
Letting
was
your
like,
family down because you don't
because I
look
was
like
too
them physically.
big. I was too big.
Is most of your family like thin?
My cousins are, and they look really like my cousins are dancers, and like so. Whenever I go over there, I have to like kind of dress up to like again make up for like what I lack in size, and they can never buy me clothes or shopping. I just feel so uncomfortable. But so yeah, there is definitely comparison within the Philippines. Like Filipino people do care about their looks a lot, and there of course there is Filipino standards of beauty, and I don't meet those, and I don't meet Western society beauty. So it's hard not having that representation. Like there's no plus size people or Filipino people on Hollywood. So like where do I turn to look and shit like that?
Right.
And like how do I feel comfortable and like I'm not alone. Obviously I'm not alone, but like it's hard. It's really hard.
I mean, they're doing a better job of representing everyone.
I feel like we're
but
getting
Yes.
there, yeah.
Yes, but like
It's just token
more.
people.
Yeah. More people. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like in Victoria's Secret, it'll be like the token black girl with natural hair, or the token Asian girl with like.
Yeah, but like that's shiny. Like I remember the first Asian Victoria's Secret, and I looked at her and I'm like, wow, you are super skinny. You dyed your hair blonde. Like it's just yes, good for Victoria's Secret, but how about we have some more? Like there's plus size, like or like fat, like shaming is one of the most socially acceptable discrimination in society. No one will be like, hey, that's not good. Like to say that about a woman or like a man that's plus size. They kind of just laugh as if it's a joke, like, and like they just carry on and they don't call out as if for like different things like race, like racism, like jokes and shit like that.
Yeah.
They won't react the same way. And like there's discrimination within the workplace as well. I learned that if they find like if they go in for an interview and they see that you're like bigger, they assume that you're just not going to be able to handle the work physically, so they are less likely to hire you.
There's like a lazy stigma.
Like a lazy stigma, and like oh you're not going to work hard, and like you're going to be too tired and shit like that because you're carrying around extra weight and shit like that, and like that's fucked up. Like in my eyes, I did not realize that. Like so, there's all these social like they just keep going like. And no one is saying or speaking up about it for the plus size community. But also clothing stores are having plus size clothing.
Aw. Do you feel the same way being black? Is it harder for you to find a job? Like, has it been like a journey? I mean, I know you're still young, but like,
I'll
yeah.
definitely say when I've applied to certain retail stores, I'll shorten my name. So instead of like
really?
doing my full name, I'll just be like Anna, and then
What's your
like
full name?
Ashana.
Ah.
To
So like
sound
right
less
off
black.
the right off the
Oh,
bat.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
So,
why do you
like-
think that is? Why do you do that? Is my question.
I mean, it's like I know for a fact this is like kind of effed up, but every black person has a white voice. So when you answer the phone, you're like,
Oh hey, what's up? Oh hello. I
"How
get
are
that.
you?" yes. So yeah.
I describe it as a white person voice too when you're working in customer service or whatever.
Yeah, initially granted, like I don't think I sound ethnic, whatever.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, but I definitely put on like a, oh hi, how are you?
So do you guys think that like stereotypically like a black girl should sound black is like kind of like sounding ghetto in a way?
Yeah.
You think it should be like ghetto?
100% yeah. Unfortunately.
But where do you think these like things come from? Is it from like social media? Just
I mean, Ebonics, which is like how certain people like talk. I don't talk like that mainly because I wasn't raised.
he wasn't raised here.
Yeah. But I know people say like it's not like an actual like form of communication. It's like yes, it is. Like that's like natural vocabulary. That's like natural language. That's just how it naturally flows from people. Yeah.
I think it's like from like stereotypes that have been established like in history.
Yeah, like
and that have
you're uneducated if you
you're
sound
uneducated.
like
Yeah.
That's
Because
where I was going.
Yeah. But these stereotypes they kind of have like existed for years and years and years just because of people keep
they keep
keep
bringing it
up.
back.
Yeah, they keep bringing it back in different ways. Like I know for like Asian people there was a Yellow Peril, which is like painted Asian people to be the villain and like evil, and because we used to go to war with America a lot, like different Eastern Asian countries, and so they kind of use the stereotype during those war times to like paint them as the bad guys.
Yeah.
And that has stayed and has affected immigration to the United States, and there was a one of minority myth that is just so problematic. But I don't even know anything about stereotypes other than like I don't know anything about the history of stereotypes for plus size people. I know that.
It wasn't always like that. Like I know definitely when Marilyn Monroe was around, like to be like thicker was like in.
Yes, but back then I think.
And I feel like a lot of people. Sorry, just
No,
to
you're
get to the
fine.
point. I feel like a lot of girls identify with her because she's thick, and I feel like
But is
that's
she
like the
thick?
only role model they kind of
Yeah,
have.
but is she
Well,
thick
thicker
though?
I mean, we don't- I don't
than
know.
the norm.
Because
But
like if
thicker
you
than
look
norm,
at it,
yeah.
if you look at that person nowadays, like that's not
average.
thick. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
average.
Yeah.
And but like the size of the average has been growing, but like people's mindsets are not growing.
Well, I think they used to make her look thicker than what she was
Yeah.
when they would do like advertisements.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, like
But she
caricature.
wasn't. But like now, when they portray her really skinny. So it's like really funny. Well, it's not funny, but like
And we have like the only people I know that kind of represent like plus size people is like Ashley Graham. But like when it comes to like plus size and plus size acceptability or whatever, I
there's
don't know.
more than just Ashley Grant.
Yeah, there's more than just big boobs and a butt and like some bodies aren't like this. I don't
Yeah.
have a butt. I wish, but like but like apparently like there's now an acceptable form of plus size and that's the big boobs and butt, but a tiny waist. Kind of like an hourglass.
But yeah, I think like being plus size varies between like race.
It
So
does.
like for black women, if we look like Ashley Graham, that's not thick, that's fat. But if you look like Amber Rose, that's thick. That's what you're supposed to look like.
It's so fetishized.
But like with white women, if they look like Ashley Graham, then they're like considered thick, and they consider like they've passed a threshold where like, you know, now you're voluptuous. And it's like, okay, it's weird. So like, how is that for you then? Like, there's no like role model for you.
Especially in Asian countries,
Yeah.
it's not acceptable either way. I think like plus size, like they accept
Like, you
the
guys are a
big
joke.
boobs and the big butt, but they don't accept the big stomach that comes with
Yeah.
it. Because like if you want like the most acceptable is big boobs, a butt, but like a flat stomach. And like how is that? It's like achievable, but like that's gonna be like 1 in 100 plus size people, and you also have to work out to get that sort of
Right.
body.
Totally.
So where is the diversity within there as well?
Yeah,
I
like,
feel like-
when I've seen variety shows, like from Japan and Korea, they've always portrayed like bigger women as like a joke,
Yes,
which is like really fucked up.
it is.
I feel like there's a lot of issues in society today that we can't really answer, but I feel like just discussing it like this is really bringing awareness. It's helping other people. But yeah, I'm glad we talked about this during this lunch. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous and awkward.